All right. Now, this is a Mark II video. Excuse me, I'm about to move you. And it's an unboxing. So, you know, really double trouble. I ordered these parts from a certain gentleman whose information I will give you, because if you have a Jaguar Mark II, he's your man. He has got a lot of shit for Jaguar Mark IIs. These are seat components I have been trying to get hold of. Now, my vehicle is an English one, so therefore the driver and passenger seat are obviously opposite to the American driver and passenger seat. My driver's seat had lots of broken springs in it, but when you buy a passenger seat in America, they're not so used. I mean, the fat asses are usually in the driver's seat. In England, the fat asses are in the driver's seat. True, but they're opposite. And hopefully you can follow that. That's not too confusing for you. So, I called him up and said, hey, sorry, let me rewind there. I contacted the guys on the Saloon Lovers Forum, and if you have a Jaguar Mark II, well, in fact, if you have any Jaguar, you should go to the Saloon Lovers Forum. It's not just saloons, it's not just Mark IIs, it's all Jaguars. However, on the particular forum I was on, which is the Jaguar Mark II one, I was looking for someone who may have, you know, a spring or two. And one of the gentlemen on the forum said, hey, you should try this guy because he's good, he's got all sorts of stuff. And this guy is a gentleman, he is called Jack White. He does not do texting, emailing, etc. You have to phone him, and he's a real good guy. He gets back to you. He doesn't fuck you around like some of them do. His number, area code 540-743-4037. And he lives in a place called Luray, Virginia. He's, from what I've discovered so far, and this is my first dealing with him, he's a really good guy. Now, other guys on the forum have dealt with him. I always like to make my own judgment, but I cannot fault him. This particular package, because it's got seat base springs in it, it ain't cheap to ship. But he hunted around to get me the best shipping price. Also, I said, look, I'm only interested in the springs, not the leather and the foam. He put the effort in to take all of that off. I won't tell you what I paid for these items because that's something you need to discuss with him and negotiate pricing with him. So hopefully you'll find this unboxing of interest. Now, it's going to be some old used parts, springs. They're not super sexy, unlike me. But just thought I'd bring you along for the ride. I have my little knife. Sorry, I like this knife, as you gathered. So let's see what we got in here. And see if I can do it without killing myself too. That would be helpful, wouldn't it? Huh? I mean, he's gone to some effort here. You can see that this took him a while to wrap it, and he had to create the box. I mean, this isn't a standard box you just go and pick up from your local post office. Hang on, I'm trying not to kill myself here. I'd really like to finish my Mark II Jaguar before I die. Ooh, it's exciting. I'm sorry, I'm a little slow because of my surgery that I know a lot of you are aware of. I had rotor cuff surgery, and it kind of takes its toll on you. And I cannot deny I am in a lot of pain, and not that you guys probably really care, but since the surgery, which was about a week and a half ago, I've been sleeping on my sofa. Why have I been sleeping on my sofa? Because my wife hates me? No. Well, that may be true. Maybe she does. No, she doesn't. I can't lay down. So, this is what I've been dealing with. But that's okay. I went to the doctor today. He took out the stitches and said, great, Gary, you've only got to keep the sling on for another month. All right. Gotta do what you gotta do. This is not working because it's too far away from me. Oh. So let me... Whoa. You do that, you dickhead. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh. Well, I said I didn't need the leather and the cushion, but he's left it on, which is fine. Okay, let me just dump this out now. Sorry guys, I'll be back in a second, don't go away. Okay. Alright, so this is out of the passenger seat of a Mark II. Someone has obviously covered this with some kind of weird cover. I've never seen one of these before. However, my biggest thing that I wanted is these springs. Okay, yeah, he's got cobwebs on it. What do you want? Second-hand part. But those are also something that I really am keen about. The seats that I took apart had these springs missing on one side, and they're needed. Well, look, he's left me a little love note. Oh no, he wants my babies. They all want that. So what does it say? Okay, seat. Made them small as possible to reduce charges. And here's details. So that's good. Now in here are the two springs that I originally called him for, and then I said, hey, I also need this. Do you have one of those? Oh, hang on, Gary, let me go and look. So he went, he looked, he found it, and then he said, yeah, Gary, I got one of those. And we talked about a price, and it was sorted out. Oh, yeah, this is fucking great. These are the two seat springs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are exactly what I'm looking for. I have two, I needed four. For some reason, don't ask me how or why, the two on the passenger seat were missing. So these will be cleaned up by me and powder coated by me, ready for installation into the seats once they're done. And I will strip this seat down and get to the piece I need, which is this with all the springs, and get this blasted and powder coated. What's he got in here? He's put in his little things. Thanks for the order, Jack White. Wow, you won the lottery. Receiving at cost on something box. I can't quite read that. Homemade box, I think, something. Anyway, so yeah, he is called, and I'm going to read from his card here. Jaguar Spares Incorporated Salvage Saloons. All sedans, 1950 to 1987. He has been in business for 42 years. He's a great guy to talk to. He's really interesting. He's really helpful. He spends as much time as you need. And here it says, that wasn't what he said, that was me. Providing spare parts for sedan restoration and maintenance, always buying cars and parts. Jack White in Rifle Lane, Virginia. Again, his phone number, 540-743-4037. And no, he's not paying me for this. I'm not getting anything cheap for this. It's just, this guy is a good guy. I give shout out to good guys, and I will also blast the assholes out there and the people that I think are bad. And those are just my personal opinions. Everybody has different opinions, different experiences, but this guy is one of the best. You gotta hit him up if you need parts for your vehicles and their 1950 to 1987 saloons. There you go, guys. Commercial over. And as I always say on my videos, do please like, comment, subscribe, and get your ass out there now and do some shit. Thank you. Good night.